Shalom, family. Shalom, shalom.
Should be played at high volume.
LOY, AOC.
Captain I, Shasha Allah, Priest Danny Allah. Straight from the tribe of Judah, the sons of Jacob, coming to wake up all the lost and scattered, to call and gather together, see that's all that matter. Make the decision to stop with all the hate and division. We got lives to save, that's a major provision. Raised in the system, enslaved in prisons as teenagers, lead majors, bionic man, working for free labor. And wonder why we suffer disaster. Cause Stockholm Syndrome got you loving your master. But y'all don't hear me though. 2018, still pointing fingers like Arsenio, neglecting self-reflection, ducking filthy mirrors. But steady on your knees, wondering will he hear us? You don't know the scriptures though. Still celebrating Christmas, kissing under mistletoes. A pagan calling yourselves Christians. Listen, we sick of those. Cooning for the master type. House niggas for sale, 2 for 1 a math for dice. Evildoers, lovers of money, call them past the ice. Run up in your church and your pulpit and snatch your mic. The type of shit the men of Lord to try. Because I'm fortified, squeezing at you heathens. It's your modern day
I said
Mordecai.
too much knowledge, it might break up the rhyme. I did it anyway just to wake up your mind. I said too much knowledge, it might break up the flow. I did it anyway because my people need to know. I said too much knowledge, it might break up the rhyme. I did it anyway just to wake up your mind. I said too much knowledge, it might break up the flow. I did it anyway because my people need to know.
So you jakes are from Wakanda now. It's like y'all even blinded now. Worst case, Sunday morning, filling church plates for collection, and you praying, preach a lie. You say amen when he told you your black skin comes from some cursed Canaan. Through robbery and swearing and religious racketeering, our condition comes from a continuous lack of hearing. When we're spoken to, I'm hoping to give truth to people close to you. Hear or forbid, you did what you're supposed to do. Our people hate correction, of course, and no direction. If my words offend you, that was never my intention. But damn y'all, how y'all let that cat polite scam y'all? Our people are destroyed like hurricanes making landfall, and y'all not really activists. Y'all agents on the activists who teach us to be pacifists when all you're really after is the money full of greed, but won't help those in need. Fake with no evidence is gonna be a
I
record.
said too much knowledge, it might break up the rhyme. I did it anyway just to wake up your mind. I said too much knowledge, it might break up the flow. I did it anyway because my people need to know. I said too much knowledge, it might break up the rhyme. I did it anyway just to wake up your mind. I said too much knowledge, it might break up the flow. I did it anyway because my people need to know.
I said too much knowledge. Might break up the rhyme.
Peace, peace, peace. Shalom to the family. Shalom to the family. Welcome to another edition of Maccabees TV. It's your brother, Priest Daniel, Alliance of Israel, Maccabees Alliance Council. Just coming for a little impromptu video, a quick check-in with the family before the Sabbath. Just a quick check-in with the family before the Sabbath, seeing how everybody's doing. Shalom to everybody that's watching on YouTube, and shalom to everybody that's watching on Facebook. Of course, I see my brother, Lawyer Akan, in the building. Shalom to you. Shalom to channel number 5. I see you in the chat as well. And I want to take a moment and give a big special shout out to, I don't know your YouTube name, but I know the name that you used when you sent me the, you hit me up on the Cash App and your name is Fortune 100. So I want to say shalom to you as well, and to Water for that donation. I see Huey B shooting in the building. Shalom to you. I like that name. That was creative. Israelites still learning. Shalom to you as well, and shalom to everybody that's watching live or that's going to be watching this video whenever you watch it. If you're in the building, of course, as always, I ask my family to hit the like button. Show your brother, Priest Daniel, some love. That'll get the rest of the people in the building. That'll get them up in here. That's the way the algorithm works. The more people that hit the like button is the more people that see we're live and they're able to come and join in the conversation. I have to say, man, it seems to me, and I could be wrong, but it seems to me that every time one of these so-called holidays come around, like the YouTube streets be kind of empty, man. The YouTube streets be real empty. Like Christmas comes around, everybody's super duper Israelite. Everybody's a super duper conscious, whatever, conscious community. You're super duper Kemetic, super duper Muslim, super duper whatever, But as soon as Christmas come around, I don't see none of y'all on social media. You guys are banging, arguing, fighting, everything. But Christmas come around, you know where to be found. Then here come New Year's Eve. Same thing, And today is Valentine's Day, right? And I'm noticing that the Facebook streets is real empty. Let me find out some of you Israelites celebrate Valentine's Day. If you have a significant other, if you have a wife, you're supposed to show your wife love all the time, not the day that they set aside called so-called Valentine's Day. Third of all, Valentine's Day has pagan origins. I'm going to assume that everybody that's within the sound of my voice watching this does know that Valentine's Day has pagan origins, right? So, real quick, before we get to that, I want to answer a question somebody inboxed me a little bit earlier. I wanted to answer a question that somebody asked me, and then I'll get into a few other things. I'm not going to be before you, brothers and sisters, very long today. This is an impromptu video. I'm not going to be before you too long. But let me go ahead and share my screen real quick and answer the question that the brother asked me really quickly. Okay, so give me 1 second, family. Once again, if you're in the building, make sure you hit the like button. All right, so let's hide this and let's come here. So I'm going to inbox the brother and answer him back, but some of you other brothers and sisters may have questions as well. You want to know what is it that we're doing, Lions of Israel, AOC, etc. What are we doing for the Passover, right? So we calculated the Passover to be April 6th. Now, listen, before I go any further, I have to always make a disclaimer. All you Israelites that like to be contentious, go somewhere with that. All right. If you doing it the 6th or the 7th or the 8th or the 9th, whatever it is, just rehearse the righteous acts. Just rehearse the righteous acts. When we get in the kingdom, we're going to have all the dates right. Okay. So I'm not here to be contentious. I'm not here for the argulites. We're not arguing with you. We calculated it to be Monday, April the 6th. All right. So basically what the Maccabees Alliance, what we've been doing is that we've had the Passover in different cities every year, depending on what camp it is. So the first year we had the Passover in the Poconos. For those of y'all that came to the Passover in the Poconos in Pennsylvania, the place was filled beyond capacity. Like I didn't expect that many people to come out to the Poconos in Pennsylvania, which is kind of like in the boondocks in Pennsylvania. I didn't really expect that turnout. The place was filled beyond capacity. It felt really good that everybody came out and supported that. That was excellent. That was what, 2018, right? And then in 2019, we had the Passover in Cleveland. Shout out to AOC Cleveland, Asha Sha'ala and the family. They did a fantastic job with the Passover then. In Cleveland, it was also a beautiful gathering. And this year, we're having it in Baltimore. It's being hosted by UKOIC. Okay, that's Teacher Shaul and his congregation. They're located in Chicago, Virginia, and Baltimore. So they decided that they wanted to have it amongst their Baltimore congregation. So somebody inboxed me literally about 2 hours ago asking me, when are we keeping the Passover? And are we keeping it in Fort Lauderdale? No, I was in Fort Lauderdale for the summit, which I'm going to get to in a minute. I was in Fort Lauderdale for the summit, but we're having Passover in Baltimore. I was also asked, do you have to be a member of a camp or of the Maccabees Alliance to come to the Passover? As far as we're concerned, you do not. You have to just be in the right spirit. That's the requirement. You have to be an Israelite born, and you have to be in the right spirit. When you come amongst us, you come amongst us to fellowship and to commemorate the Passover. No BS. We have a zero tolerance for any BS. All you Israelites that's on BS, stay away. But you are welcome to come. If you look at the bottom of the flyer right here, right? I'm sorry. If you look at the bottom of the flyer right there, that's the contact information to get in touch with the brothers that are hosting the Passover. So we'll all, Lord willing, we'll all be there. Myself, General Hashar, Asha Sha'ala, everybody, all the brothers and sisters for the Maccabees Alliance Council, Lord willing, will be in Baltimore for the Passover. It's going to be probably a 2 to 3 day event. So it's falling on a Monday as far as we're concerned, but we're going to have a meet and greet that Sunday. Okay, so of course, we're going to have a good time. We've done it every year for the past couple of years, and it's been beautiful. And so we're going to continue. So if you want more information, that's the contact email. Of course, you can also contact me, MaccabeesTV@gmail.com. All right, that's for anybody that's interested. If you don't have a Passover to go to and you've never been to a Passover and you're looking to come to one, you're welcome to come to ours as long as you're in the right spirit or wherever you go. Because like I said, you have a lot of people that are contentious. Everybody's trying to outdo everybody in Israel. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. We're just keeping this in the spirit of the Most High and the Son, according to the law, statutes, and commandments as we were commanded. We're keeping it, and we're willing to fellowship with any Israelite born that's willing to come in the right spirit. And that spirit is in the spirit of brotherhood and sisterhood. You're welcome. Okay, so that's the first thing I wanted to get out the way. Okay, so let me stop sharing my screen now, just for a moment. All right. I see y'all starting to come in now. Okay, Adolphus, shalom to you. Now remember, Adolphus, you said you wanted to come, so that's the information. I know you had inboxed me. I think you had emailed me also. So that's the information. Just stay in touch with me, King. All right. Lioness Heart, shalom to you. Of course, my brother Claude White, shalom to you. Once again, if you're in the house, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. That algorithm, sends out notices so that when people log on to YouTube, they can see we're live and they can come in, right? Next thing on the agenda that I wanted to talk about quickly is I mentioned something about Valentine's Day. So let's go ahead and share the screen real quick, right? This is something we all should know, but I never want to assume that there's somebody that's watching that may not know. So let's just go through this really quickly, right? So we know, I just did a quick Google search, nothing deep. Valentine's Day actually comes from a pagan festival called Lupercalia. Okay. Lupercalia was an ancient pagan festival held in Rome on February 15th. So it wasn't held February 14th, it was held February 15th. Same difference, right? Unlike Valentine's Day, however, Lupercalia was a bloody, violent, and sexually charged celebration awash with animal sacrifice, random matchmaking, and coupling in the hopes of warding off evil spirits and for infertility. So there's a long, bloody pagan history that's associated with Lupercalia, which today is called Valentine's Day. Just like Christmas had other ancient names. It wasn't called Christmas in ancient times, right? But we call it Christmas today. What they do is they put a pretty face over it and mask it, and mask these pagan holidays, and they also sometimes intersperse and intertwine it with biblical holidays, et cetera, to try to fool the people. But we know that these are ancient pagan festivals. All the holidays that America celebrates are ancient pagan festivals. That's why when you read Psalms 137, he that hath an ear, let him hear. That's why when you read the 137 Psalms, the Most High speaks about the daughter of Babylon. It calls Esau or Edom the daughter of Babylon. And one of the reasons why they're called the daughter of Babylon is because they uphold Babylonian customs. See, America upholds all. That's why the Bible calls America in the book of Revelation, the Most High calls America Babylon the Great. This is the greatest confusion that's ever been on earth. America took all of Babylon's customs, mixed it in with a lot of ancient Egyptian architecture, customs, Freemasonry, all that other stuff that comes out of ancient Egypt, took Roman architecture and built their Senate houses and have senators and House of Representatives, et cetera, et cetera. They took all these ancient societies and melded it together and created the greatest confusion on the face of the earth. And that's what this is. That's why this place has to be destroyed. All right, but we're not here to talk about that today. So Lupercalia is an ancient custom that today is masked under the guise of Valentine's Day, which is just really another money grab, brothers and sisters, right? Real quick, let's just come over here. Right, and this is an article from Time Magazine. You brothers and sisters can look it up for yourselves. And basically, it's called The Truth About the Connection Between Valentine's Day and the Ancient Roman Festival of Lupercalia. It's a good read. And it talks about how there were a lot of, for lack of a better word, there were a lot of sex rights for young boys that were passing from boyhood into manhood and stuff like that in ancient Rome during this festival. And brothers and sisters, these young boys weren't just sleeping with women. They were sleeping with men also. They were sleeping with men also. It's a completely disgusting and pagan festival that we should have nothing to do with. And for you conscious Negroes that like to come and say, well, I'm not, just like you do with Thanksgiving. Well, I don't really celebrate Thanksgiving. I just get together with the family. Then get together with the family another time. I don't understand a lot of our people that call. I'm not talking to you Israelites because I expect if you're an Israelite that you're not keeping none of these customs. But you have a lot of our people, some of the conscious community, they watch this channel, right? And they always fill with excuses. They always fill with excuses, right? You don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but you celebrate Thanksgiving, right? You don't celebrate Christmas, but you celebrate Christmas for the kids. You know that New Year's is not January 1st, but you do it anyway, right? You know that Valentine's Day is pagan, but you do it anyway. But you're conscious and you hate the Bible. That's the problem with a lot of y'all, man. That's a problem with a lot of y'all. You cannot deny your flesh. It's just like whatever the crowd is doing, it looks like it's fun and everything. You want to be a part of it. Your flesh wants to participate in it. So you just do it and make excuses. You have all the other days of the year to show your significant other love, affection, appreciation, whatever you do. Why do you have to do it on this mandated day? Why do you have to go out and spend hundreds of dollars on dinner, hundreds of dollars on flowers, hundreds of dollars on a gift or jewelry, et cetera, on this one day, as though there's not other days of the year to do that? If your woman doesn't feel appreciated until February 14th, then you have a problem. And the same for you women with your husbands. If your husband, your significant other, doesn't feel appreciated until February the 14th, you have a problem on your hands. You see? That's why we say our people are still slaves. You may not have the shackles on you, but you're still slaves because you have to be told when to show appreciation to your significant other. Then you're told what day to show significant appreciation to your mother. Then you're told what day to show appreciation to your father. Then you're told that on Christmas Day, you got to buy your children gifts. You're told because you're still a slave in the mind. That's why we have to teach. And that's why you hate us Israelites. That's why you hate us. Because we tell the truth. And some of you Christians, you celebrate Valentine's Day too. And Christmas, and Easter, and Mother's Day, and Father's Day in your churches. Because you don't believe in the Bible either. You don't follow the Bible either. That's why it takes a special sort of man or woman for the Most High to bring them into this truth. Because you got to deny yourself in this truth. You got to deny the flesh in this truth. See? And that's the problem. A lot of our people don't want to deny the flesh. So Valentine's Day is pagan. Like I said, I assume that the majority of people that's watching, you already know this, but I'm always getting new subscribers. I'm always getting new people that may be new to the faith, right? So I just wanted to let that be known in case somebody watching this didn't know. Valentine's Day comes from Lupercalia. Don't let nobody tell you that that's really not what you're celebrating. You're just celebrating Valentine's Day. It has an origin. Just like Christmas, Easter, and everything else has an origin. Those all come from ancient pagan festivals. All right, so that's that. I don't really have to belabor that point. I like I said, I assume everybody already knows that. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen. Heavenly 13, shalom to you. Hostile MGTOW, shalom to you. Family, and only Well, no, everybody can do it. If you were at the summit, put one in the chat. If you went to the summit, because I'm not sure, like I met so many people that I'm not sure of some of you because of your Facebook names. I don't recognize y'all by your Facebook names. If you were at the summit, put one in the chat. I want to know who was at the summit. Well, Alpha and Omega Clan, I see AOC in the building. He was there. Kawakab Tafari. You put one in the chat. Did I meet you? Oh yeah, Danielle, I see you. That's the other Daniela, man. Let me tell you something. The other Danielle from AOC, he got jokes, man. He got jokes. If he wasn't an Israelite, man, he could have had a career, man. You know, he always got jokes, especially on me. It's all right though. I got you. I told you, man. I'm letting you build it up. Then I'm gonna get you back. Yeah, Kawakam Tafari, I hope we met. I hope I got a chance to, chop it up with you. I don't know if we did or we didn't. You never got my email. It's the same as the channel, MaccabeesTV@gmail.com. MaccabeesTV@gmail.com. All right. Let me see something real quick. So let me talk a little bit about the summit. I hit the wrong button here. Let me talk a little bit about the summit, right? Somebody, MGTOW asked, where's the hurricane? He was good. He's good, man. He's doing his thing. He's good. Y'all see Hashar soon, man. Most I will. You brothers and sisters will definitely see the brother soon. It's going to come back out ablazing, of course. Yeah, so I enjoyed the summit. First of all, number one, I'm going to tell y'all why I enjoyed the summit. I live in the Northeast. The day that we left, it was like 30 degrees when we left. Got on the plane, it was like 32 degrees. When we landed in Fort Lauderdale, it was 82 degrees. All praise to the Most High. So, I felt better already. All right. And it was sunny. It rained only one day out of the we was down there for 4 days. Pardon me, y'all. I got a little bit of a cold. And I'm taking some, hey, by the way, vitamin C is good for a cold, man, brothers and sisters. Make sure you take some vitamin C. I'm not talking about the stuff they sell in the store. Like, go and buy some natural vitamin C, man. You can even get that stuff from the vitamin shop, GNC, et cetera, and mix it in with something to drink, like, or, freshly squeezed orange juice, et cetera. And that's good for that, man. I don't want to get off into that right now. Yeah, the weather was really nice down there. It was excellent. I met a lot of great brothers and sisters. Shout out to the Light of Zion. They did a fantastic job hosting the summit. We can never really appreciate, if you've never thrown an event that hundreds of people are coming to, you never really could appreciate how much work that goes into that. And when I say an event, I'm not talking about a one-day event. I'm talking about 4 days. You had to entertain hundreds of people for 4 days. That's not easy. So shout out to the Light of Zion. I think they did a fantastic job. They rolled out the red carpet. They were very hospitable. All the brothers and sisters were excellent down there. Shout out to Elder Kahan and Minister Shalimar. They did a fantastic job. So I was really happy to see those brothers. I haven't seen them in a while, and I think they did an excellent job, man. And for me personally, I love fellowship. Me personally. The world beats me down every day. I work multiple jobs. I have a lot of things going on, and the world beats me down. When I could take a few days away and I'm around like-minded people like myself, I always feel better. That's me. The summits are not for everybody. They're not for everybody. But for me, it's always good to come around other Israelites and get some energy and everything from you brothers and sisters. So I appreciated the summit. I appreciated it. I appreciated seeing everybody. Everybody was good. And you know what? I want to tell y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all a little something real quick, right? On Friday, there was a discussion. I wasn't able to attend the discussion, but I'm just going to give you brothers and sisters the overall, I'm going to give you the overall point. There was a discussion about the Sabbath. Now, the Sabbath is a topic of discussion in Israel, right? You have some camps that keep the Sabbath according to the new moon, and you have some camps that keep the Sabbath according to the weekly Sabbath, meaning every Friday, sundown, et cetera, et cetera. There's different doctrines in Israel. And for those of y'all that are on social media, YouTube and everything, you see that there's a lot of Israelites that use their platforms, both Facebook and YouTube. They use them as weapons. All they want to do is bang on everybody else, which is crazy to me. In these days of prophecy, when we see what's going on all across the world, that you would use your platform just to get at other people is insane to me, right? But what was good to see was that I saw that you had brothers with different understandings of the Sabbath that sat down at the table and discussed the Sabbath. And there was a time in Israel when brothers discussed differences that it always ended bad. Like after that, brothers wouldn't speak to each other no more. Brothers wouldn't associate with each other no more. And it was just enmity, right? And you also see that on Facebook every day, all the time. But what was good to see was that the very next day was the summit, which was Saturday evening. And I saw everybody that was at that meeting talking about the Sabbath at the summit the next day. And there was peace and there was brotherhood and everybody got along. And what that shows you is that Israel, we can discuss differences if you discussing the differences in the right spirit. And in the right spirit means you're coming to the table genuinely presenting your facts, your scriptures, whatever you have, you're presenting it, but you also have an open mind to hear what somebody else has to say. You're not coming into the discussion to be right. There's too much of that in Israel. Everybody wants to be right. You want to be able to tell everybody, I told you so. That's the spirit. That's the wrong spirit. That's why a lot of times I don't have discussions with people who have opposing views, because a lot of people just want to be right. It's not about being right. It's about getting the proper understanding, which we're not going to have in full till Christ comes. But what was good to see, it was good to see brothers get together, have a discussion, and the very next day you will never even know that that took place because everybody was still in the spirit of brotherhood and love. That's a landmark in Israel. Y'all see all the camps. Y'all see all the confusion. Y'all see all the division. Y'all see that. You see it every day on your Facebook timelines. I can't speak for you. I can speak for myself. It disgusts me on Facebook sometimes. I'll scroll down. Listen, a lot of times I'll tell people all the time, I log on to Facebook, I start scrolling, and a lot of times I don't last 2 minutes. I start scrolling, and I just see confusion, arguments, chaos, strife, and I just have to log out, just have to X out, like enough. Morning, noon, and night. But it's possible for brothers to have a conversation about differences and come away as brothers. And that's what took place. I'm not going to speak on what the conclusion of this discussion was or any of that stuff. I'm going to allow the House of David. I'm going to allow Elder Mathathua. I'm going to allow Sakari, because they were involved, and anybody else that actually was in that meeting. I'm going to allow them to speak on the details of the meeting. Y'all can ask them about it if you want. I'm gonna let them speak on it. But what I want to let y'all know is that that took place. So something of substance did actually take place at the summit. Brothers discussed differences, just like the first time we had the whole Maccabees Alliance meeting that we had in DC. We discussed differences amongst ourselves too, because these things have to be discussed. The problem is that you have some in Israel, they don't know how to be civil, and they don't know how to have discussions. And it's like everybody, certain brothers are just looking for strife. And ain't nobody going to talk to brothers like that. I'm not. 100% not. I don't give a damn what you say. It's all in the presentation. Right. Get them likes up, family. Let's get them likes up. Let's get them likes up. All right. So, we're coming into the Sabbath. Are you brothers and sisters, at least on the East Coast, we're coming into the Sabbath? I have some footage from the summit that I could play for you, brothers and sisters, really quickly before I go. I'm not going to be too long, but I could play y'all a couple of videos. Now, here's the question. First thing is first, do y'all want to see a few videos? Have y'all been seeing them? Do you want to see a few videos from the summit? I'll play them. If you want me to play a couple of videos from the summit, I'll play you, brothers and sisters, 2 videos. But you got to put 1 in the chat, and you got to get them likes up too. If you want me to play some videos from the summit, put 1 in the chat, and I'll probably play a video or 2. And I need to see my likes go up. Let me see how many likes I got over here. I really don't know how many people are watching, because I got people watching on Facebook and on YouTube, as always. But I need some more likes, man. I need some more likes. So I'm gonna sit here and wait for a second. I know how many I ain't gonna say how many I had, but I know how many I had. So I'm gonna know if some of y'all didn't hit it. Let's go. Let's get them likes up a little bit more. Let's get them up a little bit more. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm seeing them move up. No problem. All right, all praises. I know some of y'all saying you already smashed a like. You're appreciated. You are appreciated, believe it or not. Now, this is what I'm gonna do, right? This is what I'm gonna say. Your brother Priest Dan still has not sat down with this program and actually mastered it yet. Every time I play videos, y'all know what happens. There'll be an echo, right? Y'all already know that. If y'all watch the last few videos, every time I play a video, there's an echo. So I'm warning y'all now, there's going to be an echo until I sit down and try to figure out what I'm doing wrong, why my videos always echo when I'm playing them. There's going to be an echo. So you brothers and sisters, if you want to see the videos from the summit, you're just going to have to deal with the fact that there's going to be a little bit of an echo, okay? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. The first video I'm going to show you, brothers and sisters, is an interview I did. It's about 7 minutes long. I interviewed a sister by the name of Queen Vita. Her name is Queen Vita, right? Now, Queen Vita is from Ghana, right? She's from West Africa. She's here in the States now. She's from West Africa, right? Now, some of you Israelites, you're contentious, right? My spirit, like when I really look at her and listen to her talk, and I listen to her, I don't get the spirit of a Hamite from her. That's me. And you have to understand, our people came from West Africa, and many of us went back to West Africa, and some of us are still in West Africa. All right? So we have to elevate and stop being simple. So I don't get the spirit of a Hamite from her. The more she talked, is the more I saw the spirit of an Israelite, right? Garfield and Sanet, I hope you're listening, because I asked her some questions so that she can answer some questions that's really geared towards you guys. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and pull the video up. Give me a second, and I'm gonna share my screen. Let me go ahead and grab it real quick. All righty. All praise to the Most High, right? All right. So let's do this. All right. So let me go ahead and share my screen. I'm gonna share my screen. So this is video number 1 from the summit, right? Anthony Garland, I hear you. Maybe one day you and I got to sit down and you got to give me a little more details than that, because I'm slow, right? I'm not the most technically savvy person, so I get it that it comes from the live sound, but I see other people using the same software. They don't have the same problem. So it's something I'm doing. It's something I need to turn off, or I don't know. You know, we could definitely talk about that. You could even email me, MaccabeesTV@gmail.com, and we can maybe talk, and maybe you can, hey brother, I'm more than happy for somebody to show me what I'm doing wrong. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's listen to Queen Vita at the summit. This is from the summit. I interviewed her really quickly and got a quick interview from her. And she says a lot in a short amount of time. So let's go ahead and let's share the screen. All right, make sure I share the audio. All right, so here we go. I got it. All right. Hey, shalom, sister. How you doing?
Shalom, my beloved brother. Fine. Shalom, uvracha.
All right, man. You're looking royal in your garments from head to toe. Got the fringes on. All right. Oh, praise. Tell you can have. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on 1 segundo. Let me bring that back up again. My bad. There we go. All right. Hey, shalom, sister. How you doing?
Shalom, my beloved brother. Fine. Shalom, uvracha.
All right, man. You're looking royal in your garments from head to toe. Got the fringes on. All right. Oh, praise. Tell you can have a seat, sis. Okay. So I want you to tell the people first of all, introduce yourself. What is your name?
My name is Queen Vita. I'm a queen from the Marquesine region of Ghana. I'm also a well-renowned celebrity vegan chef, and I've had the opportunity over the years to cook for President Obama. You know, I've cooked for Russell Simmons. I'm the personal chef to Lugase Jr. I cook for John Amos, Bill Dukes, Nathan Dills, the governor of the state of Georgia, and the list goes on to the break of dawn. I'm also a celebrity fashion designer. I used to design for Whitney Houston, design for Stevie Wonder, Rita Marley, Nelson Mandela, and a lot of presidents. And I mean, the list goes on.
And
So that's what I'm also an African dance instructor, motivational speaker, and I could just keep going on.
And the best part of all, you're an Israelite.
I'm a Hebrew Israelite.
That's
and I've
right.
been a Hebrew Israelite for 47 years now. And I've also been a vegan for 47 years.
Right.
And I've lived in Israel I lived there for almost 20 years. I was running the L'chaim restaurant in Tel Aviv. I speak 7 languages.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, absolutely,
yes,
man. You're a woman of many, many gifts.
Hallelujah.
All praise to the Most High for that.
Yeah.
So during the presentation, you were talking about the Israelites in Ghana on the continent. I want you to talk a little bit about that because a lot of Israelites from over here, they don't get an opportunity to go to Ghana. They don't really know much about the Israelites over in Ghana and what's going on with Ghana. So you want to speak a little bit about that to the audience?
Oh, yes. First of all, there's a lot of Israelites in Ghana because our people have to understand that when we were scattered all over the world, a lot of our people went into Ghana. And even the language, when you say AFL in Hebrew, AFL, when you say AFL is actually a key word. Needed epic. That's how we say it. Makola is a Hebrew word for shopping center. There's a market in Ghana, we call it Makola. So really, these are the same people that migrated from the city of Ashan. As you know, in the year 1780, when the Romans come to Jerusalem, a lot of our people flew. And as they flew, they went to different parts of Africa based on prophecies. So it's a lot of Hebrew Israelites in Ghana. And I would love when our people go to Ghana to visit for their, beyond return, for them to take the opportunity to visit and inquire about their brothers and sisters. A lot of the Ghanaians literally came, a lot of our Israelites from here literally came from Ghana.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So do you know a lot about Akan culture, the Akan people?
Yes, Akan people are actually Hebrew Israelites.
Can you say it again? Please say it again.
Akan are Hebrew Israelites from the city of Ashan. That's how the word Ashanti. Because when they migrated there in the year 1780, what happened was that because they did not want to be identified because they were afraid for their lives, whenever the people asked them who you are, they said, we the Ashanti. Ashanti. That's how the word Ashanti came from. Ashantis are royal people. And when you go to Ghana, the Ashanti region, you see a lot of Hebrew Israelites that live in that region. Why? Because they know that's where they came from, and they decided they wanted to stick together. So if you want to really find a lot of your people, go to the Ashanti region. You're going to find a lot of them.
Now, I heard you speaking, one more thing real quick. I'm not going to take too much of your time. I heard you speaking earlier about the year of return and how important it is. Now, I'm going to give you some key points that you mentioned that stood out to me. You have a lot of Europeans that are going to Ghana, and they're snapping up a lot of the best parts of the land, the natural resources, et cetera, et cetera. And you were speaking about how important it is that we, over here in the Americas, reconnect to our Israelite family that's over there. You want to speak a little bit about that?
Yes. So the king from the Asibu traditional area in the central region of Ghana has put to the side 5,000 acres of land to give to our brothers and sisters from the diaspora. This is Ghana's way of actually apologizing for partaking in slavery. So what the president of Ghana did was, about 6 months ago, when a lot of the African Americans came, he made an announcement during a very big festival they had in Cape Coast. And he told all the African Americans that you all, this is what we have for you all. So right now, the president wants you all to feel free, come home, come and claim your land. Your paperwork is going to be done for you. You can keep your paperwork. Whenever you decide you want to come and build on it, you are welcome to do that. But once you claim, everybody gets a plot of land. So if it's 5 in a family, you get a whole acre. A whole acre is a huge land. Okay? So I'm encouraging our brothers and sisters to feel free and take advantage of that. Last year was a year of return. Now it's beyond return. And that's where we are right now.
All praises. All right, beautiful sister. That is excellent. That's very, very important, man.
Yes.
It's very, very important. Any other messages that you want the people?
Yes. So what I want our people to know is that if they want to also trade in Ghana, the beyond return, that's what that is about. They are welcome to trade. Also, the president of Ghana is willing to give you all citizenship. You know, you just have to come, acquire, you know, you inquire about what you need to know, and he's going to give you your citizenship. Those that want to invest in Ghana, he's going to help you all with that, the process and everything. And that means, hey, you ain't got nothing to lose. So with that kind of blessing being on the table, take advantage of it. Take your destiny into your own hands.
Thank you.
Anybody that want to reach me, you can contact me at qvivegancuisine@gmail.com.
Thank you so much for this interview. I really appreciate it, sister. That was powerful. You gave us a lot in under 7 minutes, man. You have a great day. Be blessed. Shalom. All right, family. All right. So I want to know what y'all think about that. Put it in the chat. If y'all like that, if you like that, put one in the chat. That sister was strong and powerful. She wanted to go a lot longer, but right around the time I was interviewing her, that was the time where they were going to have that discussion about the Sabbath. So they started rushing me because it would have been way longer. And the next day at the summit, she actually looked for me to tell me she wanted to do another interview, but there was no place for me to actually do the interview with her there because it was really loud. It was a concert going on. There's a lot of things. I didn't get a chance to get her again. But you know, I want to know what y'all thought about that. If you thought that was good, man, put one in the chat, man. And let me know, you know, what you thought about that what you thought about her. Everybody like that, right? I can't speak for the rest of y'all, but I don't pick up no Hamite spirit from that sister at all. I don't pick up a Hamite spirit from her at all. I picked up an Israelite spirit. Our people are all over, man. And when we're delivered, right? When we're delivered, we're going to be delivered from all over the four corners of the earth. When we were scattered, we're going to be brought from out of there. All right. Okay, she gave her. I don't have. You know what? I'll get that for you, Marsha. Shout out to Holy Saints and Apostles. I'll get that for you. No problem. I'll get that information for you. Don't put me on when. Don't put me on the clock. But remind me if I don't get that to you in a reasonable amount of time. Ask me again. All right, because I gotta get that from somebody. I'm really sorry I didn't get a chance to get another interview with her, but that sister is very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. Okay. So that was good. I'm glad you brothers and sisters enjoyed that. All praise to the Most High for that. And remember what she said? She said the Akan people are Israelites. See, what the conscious community is doing, they're tap dancing and doing the electric slide around the fact that the people in Ghana say that they're Israelites, right? They talk around that stuff. Sarnetta, Garfield, the Amun-Ra squad, Professor Smalls, they ain't no disrespect. I'm just being real. They talk around that stuff. They try to pretend, Dr. Ma'at, all of them. They go to Ghana, they go to all these places and act like they don't see there is a huge Israelite presence in West Africa. And they have an oral tradition that says that they came to Ghana from Jerusalem in 70 AD. Now, oral traditions is good for everything else. For everything else, they believe in oral tradition, right? They'll tell you. I had asked Garfield recently. Where are these laws in West Africa, these laws that you say are there? You say that you have guys have laws, statutes, and commandments like we have in the Bible. I asked him where are they written, where are they codified? He told me that it's through oral tradition. It's passed down through oral tradition. So I asked him, I said, why is that oral tradition okay? You accept that. That's not pseudo. But then you turn around and tell me that you don't accept when the people in West Africa say they have an oral tradition that says that they came from Jerusalem. That's pseudo. Like you can't be that biased. You just can't. But anyway, I'm not going to belabor that point either. Not going to belabor that point either. Okay, so I'll play a few minutes of one more video for y'all. Just one more video. A few minutes of one more video. Because I'm not sure how much of the summit you brothers and sisters actually saw. So I'm going to play a few minutes of another video that I have. I haven't even watched this myself. I kind of was just filming it. So I really don't even remember half the things that were being said. Dun, dun, dun. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Let me go ahead and open it up real quick and I'll share my screen. A whole bunch of, you don't have to be... All right, so this is about 18 minutes here. This video is about 18 minutes. I'll go ahead and play it, and then I'm going to be done. I'm not going to be on here long. The Sabbath is where I'm at. The Sabbath is coming in, and I literally just came from the gym about an hour ago, man. And a lot of y'all were asking me about them gym videos too, man, at the summit. Yeah, y'all, I got a whole channel that's going to be dedicated to that, man, to try to motivate Israel to work out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you brothers need to get in the gym. All right, especially, you know, I really don't want to deviate from what I'm talking about, but a lot of you brothers, man, at very young ages, in your 30s, late 20s and 30s, and you suffer, your body is breaking down already, man, and you suffering from certain sexual deficiencies as well, man. You know what I'm saying? You have low testosterone, low stamina, low all that. One of the, besides herbs, man, get in the gym. Blood circulation is everything. Get that blood circulating, man. All right, get that blood circulating. Okay, I work 2 jobs and I still find time to go to the gym. I'm gonna fight Father Time with every ounce of me that I got. All right, we're all gonna get old at some point, absolutely, right? And the Most High ordained it to be that way. But I'm going out. The Most High didn't say I had to go. I had to go there without a fight. I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it. You understand? And the young folks run from me when it comes to the gym too. Everybody that I want to bring to the gym with me always says, "Well, don't go hard on me." And they don't want to go the day we're going to do legs. I wonder why. All right, let's go ahead and share the screen. Let's look at this real quick. It's about 18 minutes. It's about 18 minutes. And this is towards the end of the summit, right before the concert. So let's just play this, man, real quick. So you brothers and sisters can just get a sense of what was going on at the summit real quick, okay? Hide that, and I'll play. Oops, hold on a second. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to share again. If I don't make sure that I press the right button, you guys will not hear the audio. So let me go ahead and redo it again. There we go. All righty then. Got it. And then let me go ahead and open that up. Here we go.
You don't need a whole bunch of, you don't have to become a Ghanaian citizen and so forth. You can just go over there. They already opened their government to all people here in America. You can go over there, get land, get housing and everything, and they'll help you do it. And Ghana is beautiful too, man.
Hold up a second now. Servant of Yeho said, my legs are scrawny. If you in New York or wherever you at, I shouldn't be stopping this. I'm deviating. But if you are in New York or wherever you are, if I'm in the city, just tell me where you at. And if I'm ever in your city, we go to the gym together and we do legs. Okay? I give you an open invitation to do legs with me anytime. You heard? All right. Let's go ahead and play the video. I'm sorry for being distracted.
You don't need a whole bunch of, you don't have to become a Ghanaian citizen and so forth. You can just go over there. They already opened their government to all people here in America. You can go over there, get land, get housing and everything, and they'll help you do it. And Ghana is beautiful too, man. It's beautiful over there. So this is what this brother is saying. We had a gentleman who was linked with Demona come to the house of David. His name is Atua Ben Ur. He spoke about that at the house of David, okay, not too long ago. So then we had, I think, Shalimar, you had yesterday? Yeah. They were there speaking on it?
Yes, we had the Queen Burger, right? And Mikael came over to the Light of Zion and spoke about this transitioning and this, you know, what Ghana has to offer people. You know, it's something to look into. You know, as we get closer to our salvation, you know, we get closer to our land. You know what I mean? And when it's possible, you know, consider it because you know we know this is not our rest. Right? As much as we try to live clean in this country, we know that the Most High is with us wherever we go. All right. So you know the scriptures say that the earth is it and the fullness thereof. So don't think you're going anywhere that way Yahweh is not. But you know, consider inhabiting different places and bringing this word all over. So you know, this is being full circle to what the elder is saying. It's a consideration that's being put before us in this time. Hallelujah.
Right, let me say this. Well, you gotta understand, I know a lot of you can say, move to Ghana. Don't you know our people are still, there's millions of our people still over there in the west coast of Africa. Nigeria, you heard about the Igbo tribe, that's us. The Fulani tribe, that's us. The Ashanti tribe, that's us. We're still there. You think they just put us all on slave ships, translated slave ships, march over there, none of us left over there? Remember, we ruled Africa too. Timbuktu, that was us. All right, the Mali Empire, that was us. The Ghanaian Empire, that was us. We ruled those. You say, what was happening? Okay? We ruled, remember, everywhere we went, we rose to power, brother. Everywhere we went. Why is America so great? Because we're here. That's why it's great. It's not great because of the white man. The white man's an idiot.
Right.
You don't know nothing.
That's right.
Put a
Right.
fool to pull up over you.
Right.
You don't know nothing. You know we invented everything, built the White House, did everything. Yeah, for them. Okay, everything. Even the internet, the iPhones, everything. We did all that. We invented all that. So he don't know nothing. So what I'm saying is you say move to Africa, well, yeah, our people still there. So more than likely over there in Ghana, you're going to be dealing with our Israelites anyway. If you go, you're not going to be living amongst Ham, you're going to be living amongst Israelites. And if it is Ham, get the hell away from them. Don't move next to Ham. Please, don't move next to Ham. Okay? But you're going to be living amongst Israelites. Okay? So that just, the brother is still watching. I don't know his name, man, but we understand concerning the 2019 year of return. And I think they call it now it's 2020. So I think they call it now the year of, what do they call it? Beyond return. Beyond return. The year beyond return. There you go. Okay? So let's give you something else to think about. Okay? Okay, so with that, Shalimar, anything? Okay, go ahead.
Can I say this one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And if anybody really considers that idea or relocating preparation, always check out the details and prepare yourself. Don't just jump on it. Oh, I'm leaving and that's it. All right. I know faith is good, but you must do your research and check out things before you leap into it. All right. I know it's much cheaper and cost of living in Ghana than it is over here in America. All right. Because
you know what's funny? Y'all know what's funny? The majority of the people was outside. I think it's because of the weather. The weather was great. So you see a lot of people inside, but it was more people outside than inside. I'm kind of guilty of that too. That's why I only got 18 minutes. I spent a lot of time outside too. I was happy to be the hell out of New York because it was cold as hell when I left. Anyway.
Brother, he moved his whole family to Turkey. He said it's way cheaper. You understand? He paid his whole rent for a whole year. You understand? And he said it's much cheaper over in Turkey. You know, but that's the thing. He has to move to that part of the world. All right? So whatever you do, like he says, do everything with counsel and proper preparation. All right? Shalom.
Yeah, I just want to thank these brothers for keeping this. He gave you that list of many brothers and sisters that were aware of the Hebrew heritage, and they have taken on this, and many other brothers with them that aren't even here have furthered this knowledge to where it is right now, and all the other groups that are doing it that aren't even here. But I thank y'all for holding this down, man. We went through some ups and downs, and I'm here, you're there, but now here we are, and we doing this together because we know where we come from, and we know what we all can do, and we know what Marshall would have wanted us to do. Right. This whole thing happened, and in clearness, Yahushua, what does he want us to do? If he ain't doing what Yahushua want to do, don't matter what nobody want to do, because ain't nothing gonna get done. So Yahushua Mashiach's the one. So all these brothers, I commend them, but I gotta say, I commend the young brothers coming up, the Hebrew Officers Council, the brothers are next in line. They come in and they're all reflecting on what we're doing, and we ain't perfect, but they're taking a piece. I'm going with that. Then Yahushua is the rest. So don't put everything in everything. Give it to Yahushua and let him give you what piece that he got you here to do. Okay, me, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Brother Ainah. Stand up Ainah. He's an elder
that really restarted the Mount Zion. I gotta say that. I didn't start it again. I wasn't even thinking about it. He just said, yo, I need you to come out here. He yanked me from across the country. And I said, you're going to come here, we're going to start it. And all the brothers that's with them, these are up-and-coming brothers that I would recommend coming behind all Mount Zion. Yada and Natazal, y'all stand up. You know, and we got Nazar is not here. And Aynan, he's the elder in this thing. He's been there for 20 years, give or take. And he, the alms that he has done to establish Las Vegas, Mount Zion, and alms he's done for everybody. That's his power, his help. He has many hats. And I see, me, when I was coming up, I was moving like that. And now he just come in and he's moving like that. And he's helping brothers out. And all you brothers I see that's doing this, man, y'all here, I can talk about you because this brother, he's in it in his zone.
That's right.
All the schools around here, y'all doing your thing, man. Even the schools around here, we all gonna go through our Job test. The brothers who couldn't make it here or could make it, but not here, you heard for some reasons, we still love all the brothers because we know you are in the work. But we all gonna go through our Job test. Don't think because you knocked down that Yahweh gonna leave you there if you stay in the spirit. Job lost more than most any of us lost. What happened in the end in Job 42? Got it all backed up. So we get that Job represents the nation of Israel. Lost it all. Kids died. Can you imagine that? Then his wife, she might have been dead the way she's acting to him. She's alive. But I'm wondering, I wish that I was saying how it is. But then he got double. So did he get double from the wife, or did he add more, or did she, he got double back, and righteousness endured for the whole family. Wife, everybody, she was happy. All she wanted to be happy, she married her, but she was mad too. She was going through her moment. So we're all going to go through our moments, okay? This is time of Jacob's trouble, and that time just don't mean what you're going through right now. It means since thousands of years ago, we've been going through 70 AD, trouble. Slavery, trouble. And our ancestors did not go through what we go through less now than what we went through back then. So the Most High said he turned down the heat a little bit. So appreciate that. Don't think back in the persecution of the Romans on the Jews. We had Jews killing us, our own brothers and Pharisees. And if he just brought out Christ, the head was getting cut off. Now we can go in the street and kill a Caesar, still go home. Won't get lynched like it was back in slavery. So the Most High is turning this down, but Satan's going to turn it up. He's going to increase it, and we have to get ready to get unified. We have to learn all the aspects of what all the brothers, Josephus, and all these brothers are telling us. Get ready for these different sections of trouble that come upon us. Satan is introducing new weapons of warfare onto the field of battle. We better learn it, or we'll get laid out as casualties. This is war that we're dealing with, but it's spiritual war. We got it. Now, David knew was spiritual, but what did David have? An army and swords. So do both. Christ said, go get your swords. Brother came with two. He said, that's enough. So have both, but use and perfect this sword, the sword of spirit. And that's what's going to help you out in the end. The carnal sword, that's just for defense and what we need right now. So let's stay in the spirit and let's each other, comfort each other. Live your life for Christ, because our life is hit with Christ. Love you, brothers and sisters. Practice and rehearse that law. Repeat.
All right. And also, give a round of applause. We just want to give notice to the different camps that are here. Where are the Sons of Thunder at? Sons of Thunder here? Stand up, stand up. Joel. Right. That's the Sons of the Thunder. They're going to Virginia, correct? Atlanta. Yeah, right.
You got the combat camps.
Yeah.
Back in the days, the Sons of Thunder, Brooklyn, and Karash, the Mount Zion. Yeah. Back in the days, was from Brooklyn. They were the two largest camps out there. Back in the early 90s, the Sons of Thunder and the Mount Zion camp out in Brooklyn.
So a different generation. It's still going on. So give a round of applause. Mount Zion and Sons of Thunder. Okay. Cousin Jacob, they here? Okay. What's these brothers here? You green? Y'all understand? What camp y'all from? Oh, say it again?
GYC community, gathering Yahweh's children.
GYC community. And where are you from?
Right here in Florida.
Right here in Florida. Okay. And okay, the Light of Zion camp. Where's the Light of Zion camp? All over the place. Give them a round of applause. They're the ones holding the stomach. Beautiful. Now look at the drum. I welcome the drum. Okay, beautiful. And what's the other camp that's here? Sakari camp. Where's Sakari?
Sakari was outside, man. Shout out to Gorilla Hebrew. They was outside. It was deep as hell, but they were all outside. Outside. Yeah, a lot of people were mostly outside, man, because it was beautiful outside.
Okay. I know there's about 100 of you somewhere. Okay, beautiful. That's Sakari's camp. Okay. And to all the brothers and all the camps, all right, throughout the cities and throughout America, all right, that are in Hamashiach Yahushua, we give honor to them also. Yes, and also to, we can't forget, to our sisters. That's right. Supporting, all right?
Yeah, the sisters did excellent, man. The sisters, shout out to the sisters from the Light of Zion in general. The sisters did excellent. Absolutely.
Thank you for coming out and supporting us and for being that pillar of support, all right? One more Sharala. Okay. Also, again, we want to recognize Kazakia. Kazakia, stand up, Kazakia. Kazakia's camp. You gotta name your camp, Kazakia.
ISBHPK.
Okay, ISHPK.
ISBHPK.
That's their camp. He's in Virginia now, but he didn't come out of San Antonio in Texas.
Yeah.
But now they're in Virginia. Okay, so give them a round of applause.
In August 1988, to see him, his father, Haram, bless his soul, and brother Rakan Ahmad, they were on Nostrand and Fulton, there's 3 Jakes, just chilling. I used to live right down Halsey, and I used to come up on the Sabbath. I said, who are these? I thought they were Arabs or something. I just kept going. And then I seen the main camp down on 44th. I used to work down there, and I was doing my artwork and cartooning. I see them on 42nd and 34th. Who are these Arab guys? And I saw that they were really Bible teaching people, interpreting on it. I ain't know that.
So you brothers and sisters get the idea, right? The video is about another 4 minutes. There's not really a lot going on, so I don't have to belabor that point either. You brothers and sisters get the idea. One thing I do like, I will tell you, brothers and sisters, one thing that I do like is that the resurgence of a lot of the old camps from back in the days, right? So you heard names from back in the days. Some of y'all don't know what those names are, so I'll tell you. You heard names of camps like Sons of Thunder, Mount Zion. When we were at the original school, those were the names of the camps, right? You had the Sons of Thunder. That camp was basically going out to Brooklyn. You had Mount Zion. You know what I'm saying? You had Spirits of Fire. You had all these different camps. And so a lot of the younger brothers that are coming up, some of them are the sons of those brothers that started those camps. A lot of brothers are coming back and they're re-bringing those camps and those camp names back in different states. And they're, you know what I'm saying, they're doing their thing. So shout out to everybody, man. It was good to see everybody there. The energy was great, like I said. A lot of people was outside. So I didn't get any footage of the concert, so y'all got to find that someplace else. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm glad a lot of y'all wasn't there, right? So shout out to Asha Sha'ala, my man Asha Sha'ala. So, you know, as always, my man Asha Sha'ala tore it down with his performance at the concert. So my man Asha Sha'ala, me and him did a song on his album called Domestic Politicians, right? Now, I wrote that song the same day that we laid the vocals. And I do not remember that song for SHI. Yeah, see, Daniela laughing already. You see them emojis? He's laughing already. He's laughing already because he know what I'm about to say. So because it's on film, so it might pop up. So I'm gonna tell before it pops up. So you know. So I wrote that song in the studio the day we dropped it, and I never did the song again. So he's like, yo, we doing that song. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know that song. I don't know that. Like I would have preferred to do one of my songs or one of the songs, you know, the Chains, something that I know. He wanted to do that song. So needless to say, we got up on stage and we did the song, and I think I remembered about 2 lines out of the whole song, man. It was awful. My performance was awful. I'm gonna tell you, I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't gonna lie. You know, your brother Dan ain't gonna lie to y'all. My performance was awful. So I'm hoping that nobody else, I mean, it was a lot of camera, cell phone footage in there, but I ain't seen nobody post it yet. All praise to the Most High. My performance was awful because I didn't really remember the lyrics to that song, man. But we had a good time, man. We had a good time. And thanks to everybody that came up and tried to make me feel better and tell me that I didn't do too bad. You lied. The scriptures say don't lie. Y'all was lying, but y'all was all coming up, hey, brother, it wasn't that bad. Yes, it was. It was that bad. It was that bad. I know. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't have a video. That's why I said I don't have it. So if anybody has it, they're going to have to play it for y'all. I'm not going to help y'all find it. You know? I'm not going to help y'all find it. I'm sorry. But, you know, somebody might have it. Somebody might post it. So I'm letting y'all know early. When we did that song, man, I messed that. I messed it up so bad that Ash told me I can't perform with him no more. I messed it up that bad. He told me he don't want me to perform with him no more because I messed the setup. That's all good. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. I do my own set with my own song. Shout out to my man Asha Allah. You know what I'm saying? The Maccabees Alliance. You know what I'm saying? The General definitely tore it down. General Hashar. They did Banging on Esau Part 2. You know, the one with General Hashar. They tore it down. Him and the other Daniela from AOC, they did their song Israel, tore it down. It was beautiful. The concert was beautiful. A lot of talented artists in Israel too, man. Shout out to Kahan, man. That song his wife did that she dedicated to him was beautiful. All, you know what I'm saying, Mount Zion, shout out to them. Their set was good. It was great. A lot of great, talented people in Israel, man. Oh, by the way, you know, I'm doing one more album only because y'all give me props for my first joint, but it was just kind of rushed right now. So I wasn't gonna do no more music. You know, I feel like I'm too old to be doing music, but y'all liked it, and so I felt like if y'all liked it, I know I could do better than that. So I did one more album, and y'all gonna like I shot my video down while we was in Fort Lauderdale too, and y'all gonna like that. Y'all gonna like that. That's nice. The video is gonna be real nice. So look out for that. It's coming out around Passover time, and the album will come out around the same time, whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm hanging it back up. I fulfilled my promise to my brother Ephraimite Magun and my man Ash. I did what I had to do. I'm going all in. So y'all gonna love it. It's everything on this joint. Everything. Reggae, hip hop, every singing, dancing, stuff to make you cry, stuff to make you laugh. It's everything on this joint. So y'all definitely gonna love it. All right. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, for me, it's 6:13 Eastern time. It's dark outside, so the Sabbath has started for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. I was thinking about taking phone calls, but y'all don't want to talk to me, so I'm about to get out of here. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all will see, just so brothers and sisters know before I go, right? A lot of brothers and sisters at the summit. Sorry about that. A lot of brothers and sisters at the summit, you were coming up, and you know, one thing I do like about the summit is, you know, you find out what people are getting from the channel. Like when you watch this channel and you watch my other channel where I teach, I kind of find out what you guys are getting from the channel and what you want to see. And, you know, apparently, you know, what we've been doing with a lot of the lessons, a lot of the history and stuff, a lot of y'all been learning, right? And I know y'all want me, I was getting a lot of people asking me to do a lot more PowerPoints. Y'all still running me down for the King James PowerPoint. And I know y'all think I'm never going to do it. I am going to do it. Let me show y'all something real quick. Sometimes y'all think I'll be just talking, right? Let me just show y'all something real quick. This is random. This is random. Let me just show y'all something real quick. Let's come over here to my documents folder, right? So y'all know Documents. Where is it? Right here. Y'all see all these right here? These are all PowerPoints. All of them, right? These are new PowerPoints, not the ones I already have, new ones. DNA. I got cuts for Garfield's book. Yeah, I'm gonna kick his ass. I got cuts for his book. A PowerPoint called The History of the New Testament. Images. Israel in the America. Mormons Exposed. Passover, etc., etc. The rise of conscious community monkey business, which is me cutting evolution. I got a lot of joints. I do. Trust me, I do. And then, y'all were asking me for these things, and they're coming, right? But when I come, I want to come to shake the earth. I'm not just coming to give y'all some average joints. I want it to be where I shake the earth. I want you to feel the effects when I come. So just give me some time. Just give me some time, right? And that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you brothers and sisters hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to Maccabees TV. Share the video. And for those of y'all that are interested, there's the phone number for my camp. For those of you brothers, and some of y'all brothers and sisters said you were interested in the Future Leaders Academy that we have, the Lines of Israel that we have, right? That's going to be launching probably in April. The Future Leaders Academy that y'all been asking me about, which is our 6-month program. Some of y'all were asking me about that at the summit. Okay, if you're interested in joining that, right now, that's where we're gonna go in. That's when everybody that's in the Future Leaders Academy, you're gonna get all them PowerPoints and more. You know what I'm saying? Your head is gonna explode with the amount of information we're gonna drop. Give all praise to the Most High for that. If you're interested, that is the phone number. Give it a call. The email, MaccabeesTV@gmail.com. Put in the subject that you're interested in the Future Leaders Academy. That's going to be starting in April, if it be the Lord's will. Yeah, we're going to go in there. That stuff that I'm going to be teaching in that academy is not going to be on YouTube. It's too intricate. It's too, and I really just don't feel like people have the attention span on YouTube for me to do those PowerPoints. But if you come in the academy, I know that you're interested, because you're going to have to go through a lot to get the information. With that being said, this is your brother Priest Dan, Lines of Israel, Maccabees Alliance Council. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. I truly appreciate and love each and every one of y'all. And may the Most High be with you. Have a safe and prosperous Sabbath. And I'll be back next week with some new videos, a lot of new informations. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I am out of here.
Something soulful to make your soul full. Let's go. I kind of like this right here. Yeah. Got me feeling some type of way. I told y'all it was musicians that brought me into the truth. Got me up here dancing in the booth. They say the truth shall set you free. Give you liberty, trick me. With your lies, you must be kidding me. The end is almost here of this captivity. It's time to repent. They say the truth shall set you free. Give you liberty, trick me. With your lies, you must be kidding me. The end is almost here of this captivity. It's time to repent. Now watch this. The blessings, the curses, the lesson, the purpose. When we break God's laws, it's aggression just worse. Don't do it. The kingdom, the promise, the greatness, the honors. I want to live to see the day when Satan's demolished. Now, one time for my sister on the soul track, show this aging. Can I get a soul clap? Old man is dead, and I don't want to go back 12 times of this. So this is bigger than just pro-black. Some speak of peace, and some prophesy doom. Moral of the story is prepare for the bridegroom. He may come at night, he may come at high noon. Everything destroyed like winds from a typhoon, always on time. I said your house never late. Apply the precepts to life so you can elevate. It won't be long before our people's in a better state. And when we get to heaven, damn right we're gonna celebrate. And I ain't talking about a place that's invisible. Give us our kingdom on earth in the physical. Revelation 5 and 10. Cause the spiritual church is a scam, so be careful who you listen to. And don't be so easily led. Sheep need to be fed. What's understood never needs to be said. So I teach on the corners of students. If our black boots always stay humble and keep my movements brass, so the truth shall set you free. give you liberty, trick me. With your lies, you must be kidding me. The end is almost here. Of this captivity, it's time to repent. They say the truth shall set you free, give you liberty, trick me. With your lies, you must be kidding me. The end is almost here. Of this captivity, it's time to repent. Now watch this. Laws and commandments discovered on fragments from the Dead Sea, hidden in caves. We're not prisoners and slaves, a hero, a villain, our women, our children. The nation we're building, hopefully the Most High is willing now. One time for my sister on the soul track, I totally rhymed, so I did it on this throwback. Peace to my captain, my gun. I'm only rapping for fun, still working on the man I have to become, and that's a lifelong process. Get right from project and read about the saints wearing white long garments in Revelation 7 and in Revelation 7. I want to take part in the first resurrection, and that's my analysis on straddle the fence. No hope for the wicked when the battle begins, cause I tell you the truth, am I there for your enemy? If you know the words of the bridge, then just sing me. Israel is on the rise, laws and commandments, they saved our lives. Israel is on the rise, laws and commandments, they saved our lives. Israel is on the rise, laws and commandments, they saved our lives. Israel is on the rise, laws and commandments, they saved our lives. Truth. It's time to repent, Israel. That's the real message. Accompanied by the 6 medals. Yeah.